I be happy when so much evil is going on? Oh, how can you be happy? Here's your gold star, by the way. I'm so proud of you for just caring about so many things. Good job. You're so amazing. Do you know about all the different problems? Oh, I bet you got so many facts going on about the things that are wrong in the world. You aren't a good person. You aren't. And I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you this, because I'm sure my boy Jesus would have done a way better job, but I'm here right now. So this is how it's going down. You aren't good. You suck. Like, you really, really, really suck. And you're sitting here deluding yourself into this idea that somehow by playing pretend and listening to the flashing boxes and coming up with a little story in your head about horrible things that are happening around the world, that somehow makes you good. Like, you care. You're important. You're special. You aren't. You're actually using that stuff to be a worse person. All of this crap that's going on in your life is foundationally because you don't have a low enough opinion of yourself. Like, all that positive-minded stuff, all that, you need more self-image, you need more self-confidence. No, you need way less of all of that. You need to think way worse. Because no matter how bad you think you are, it's not even like a fraction of how bad you are. Trust me. It's really, really bad. All those voices in your head that are telling you you suck, they're right. They're just probably telling you about the wrong things. And that's manifesting in this whole little play pretend story that you've come up with for yourself, where you can imagine that you are good by playing pretend and being mean and awful and off-putting to everyone else and feeling miserable, because you do feel miserable and you should feel miserable. Because you're a horrible person and you're not doing anything to stop being a horrible person. And so instead of fixing that, you say, well, I feel terrible and it can't be me. It's not my fault. I can't be the reason that I feel like crap. So you invent a story. And lucky for you, we live in this world where there are flashing boxes that will tell you everything that's going wrong. And you go, that's it. That, I have no control over that. That's why I'm horrible. That is why I feel like an awful person. And it isn't me, but I'm gonna let everyone else know that I know about this thing, and it makes me unhappy. Your beliefs are fake. They're all fake. They're all a lie. And evil ones at that, too. I really care just so much about the environment and all these wars going on. And it's just so sad. I got this little sticker at the parades. They were waving all their signs, and they're against my politician, and that's just so sad. And they're against this random group of people that congregated on the internet in a Facebook group. That's so sad. Oh, look how sad I am. You're not fooling anyone. No one believes you. You don't believe you. We can all see right through you. You're a joke. You're disgusting. You know, that's not true. I do really care about those things. I really do. You're so insensitive. Okay, cool. Kill your dog. What? Yeah, if you kill your dog, I'll go solve all those problems for you. No, I'm serious. Yeah. It's just, I'm like a weird, spooky deity, I guess, as a wizard. I just require you to just sacrifice your closest pet. Just go ahead. You kill him. You'll be like doggy Jesus. And then I will fix one of these beliefs of yours, one of these causes. You want a Palestine fixed? Cool. Sacrifice your dog. Why won't you? What's the problem? That's evil. That's terrible. Why would you say something like that? Why aren't you doing it? Your beliefs are a joke. You're a selfish piece of crap. And you're playing pretend with anything to try and feel like your life has this divine meaning. And that's why I can feel sad. Like, ain't nothing divine in that, let me tell you. The only supernatural is coming from below, not above, my friend. And when you start to realize that, you have to start to consider how this all came to be. Because for most of our history, what I'm telling you right now was obvious. Everyone knew it. We all did. And we lived accordingly. We strove, we finally got philosophy down like 3,000 years ago. And the first thing they did was like, okay, we all agree we're awful, right? Yeah, we're okay. So like maybe we should just like work really hard to not be awful. And then people did. And they sucked at it. Like I said, you're immensely bad. Like so bad. You can't even begin to fathom how not good of a person you are. And so you have to work as hard as you possibly can to just kind of sort of be okay. You know, Aristotle talked all about this. He had a whole word for it in Greek that I won't even try to say. It was about this fact that we know what we should be doing, and then we don't do it. It's like the fundamental human condition, which is weird because wolves don't have that. A wolf doesn't sit there and go, like, I know I should be hunting right now, but like, it's raining. You know, that's just us. It's those weird humans. And that all went away. They stole something very important right from under our noses and replaced it with these fantasies that you're living in right now. You're in a dream right now. You know that, right? You know that almost everything you believe isn't true. It was never true. Have you ever considered the chain that comes between you and a flashing box? How many editors, how much research, how many words were picked and choosed and swapped and tested and ran through AI and were gone against analytics and were surveyed and had groups of people who came together and were shown different messages to find how you would most emotionally react, and then putting that on the top line and then writing a completely separate thing, all just to put whatever they want into your head. And you think a drop of truth gets through there? You're going to devote your whole life to that fantasy? Oh yeah, I would too. Sounds a lot easier to devote to my whole life to a fantasy world where I can just play pretend in my head than take even 1 second to try and become a virtuous person. Like literally 1 second of trying to be good is harder than your entire life of all these fake little causes that you claim that you care about, but you won't kill your dog for it. I want that pup. That's terrible. I love pups. I couldn't do a beag. No beags allowed. We can't sacrifice beags. And you have all these stories that you have in your heads that come from these lie machines through these flashing boxes that put out nothing but lies, that give you stories, but they stole something from you. You actually made a deal with these evil creatures, and you don't even know that you did it. You exchanged, and when I say this, you're gonna go, oh my gosh, wait a minute, maybe this weird wizard on the internet who's making me feel really bad right now and I want to leave a hateful comment, maybe he's right. Did you ever notice that they stole boredom from you? Have you noticed that you haven't seen your boredom in a long time? You don't have that anymore, do you? What happens? Before, there was this whole period of your life where things wouldn't be going on, and then this thing that you probably don't even remember how it feels, called boredom, would just show up, and you go, oh man, I'm bored. And then your imagination would turn on, ding, and you'd go and find something to do. What could be done? What is possible? What's interesting right now? What if? And you'd go on an adventure. And it would sometimes not work out, and sometimes your parents would get mad at you and you'd make a little bit of a mess, and sometimes you would have an amazing time. Some of your greatest memories, some of the most meaningful and profound moments of your life were spurred on because of boredom. What do you do now? Feeling bored. Okay. Scroll. Oh man, I think I'm kind of sort of bored. Oh, scroll. They took that from you. You gave that to them. You offered that. You said, yes, take this from me. Take this boredom from me. I don't want to suffer it anymore. And they said, sure, yeah, we'll do that. We'll make your boredom go bye-bye. In exchange, here you go. Here's our lie machine. Give us all your data. Give us all your information. Let us scan your face. Let us take your bank account information. Let's take everything about you, every behavior, every click, every scroll, and look at you and how you react to things. Watch your eyes as you navigate so we can put ads into your brains more. But you don't get to be bored anymore. Your board goes bye-bye. Deal? And you scrolled past those terms of conditions and just said accept. You sickos. You did that. You did. Don't pretend like you didn't. And here you are. A really, really awful person. But you're starting to feel that rage and anger and upsetness and incorrect. That's not true. Technically speaking. Oh, tell me. If you were a technically speaking when this video started, let me know in the comments below. We always get one of that. Is like the flagship of a demon. If you like, that's demon possession starting level. Like, they do this right in front of you. I don't know if you guys ever like search. They're doing this like right now. There's a guy who's clearly demonically possessed. If you search like Chat GPT delusion police footage, okay, just search that on YouTube and wait until this is done first, but then you go watch it after. And first off, no connection to Chat GPT at all, no connection to AI, no reference at all. It's just a complete lie that they made up for a headline. And when you're gonna watch is a guy who's obviously demonically possessed, who's like, I was scrolling inverted pentagrams and putting 666 all over the ground and trying to channel an ancient god of destruction so that I could enact my like, straight up. And people are like, yeah, no, that's Chat GPT delusion, everybody. Make sure you hate the AI. Don't do this because we're Anthropic and we've paid a media team to go and put things like that to take down our competitors. Like, it's insane. And even that, by the way, that's a story. I just did it to you. The flashing box just put a story in you. I just made that up. That's probably not true. I could put allegedly on it. I'm crazy. You shouldn't trust anything I say. And you shouldn't trust anything. And here's the thing. You shouldn't trust anything the wizard says on the internet. And that's why I dress like this. And that's why I act like this. And that's why I have an owl and all this crazy crap, is so that you don't take it too seriously. Because when you dress up in a nice little suit and you talk into the camera and you speak with a cadence in their voice that lets you know that everything's going to be okay if you just do what I say. Because really, things are so bad in the world right now, this entire place is going down. But I am going to show you what's really happening behind the scenes, and I'm going to solve all of that for you. And if you do that, you get sucked right in. Did you feel it? It's a scheme. It's all a scheme. And I don't want to be your guru. Nope. You see what I do to gurus, and it ain't good. You try and make yourself God. The wizard comes over and goes, let's get the bat. Whoosh! Smash, smash, smash. I just don't like it. I like God. He's pretty cool. Just check out his book. Best-selling book of all time. Big recommend. 5-star review. And so when you realize all of this, I want you to just take a moment and consider, what happens to the you that you are? Who are you? Strip it out. Strip. Who are you if we take away everything you ever heard on the news? All of it just fades away. You feel that opening in your head? Are you noticing that you can almost feel like this fear around your mind? It's almost like the files on a computer, the progress bar, your hard drive. It's at like 98%, and you wonder why you have anxiety, people. And we go up and we're like, just delete all files related to news and politics. Oh, whoa. Whoa, what's this? You got 60%. Huh. Crazy. And now we go and we say every single concept, idea, and thought that came through social media. You're like down to 20%. Wow, it's so crazy. It's like I did this social media detox, guys, and my whole life changed. I became happy and I felt good again and I had meaning and purpose. It's shocking. Yet no crap. What do you think happened? You got a little piece of meat up here that's like designed for figuring out where berries are and how to hunt down a deer with your bros. And you're sitting here with a machine blasting you with, like, what is the average? 250,000 messages a day? What did you think is going on? Are you kidding me? Think about this. And you take every single belief, idea, concept that you can't immediately take action on, that you can't just change. What are you even left with? You're nothing. You're nothing. How many years have you gone by and you've accumulated what? How much of you was ever real to begin with? When did they steal your boredom? Woe to those who call good evil and evil good. You have to strive every single day to be good, as hard as you possibly can. And rather than doing that, you've created this fictional world in your head to pretend that you care about, so you can feel and play pretend like you're a good person. And so you made the deal. You took the contract. You sacrificed your boredom so that you could play pretend and imagine that you're a good person, rather than actually work and strive to fail at being a good person. Your beliefs are fake, and it's not just about the dog. That's an extreme example. It's so much worse than the dog. Because the truth is sicker than that. Way sicker. The truth is, you would rather invent an entire world in your head of fiction than feel bored or spend even 5 minutes trying to improve yourself. That's the truth. You are not a good person. So you don't need to improve your self-image. You need to turn off all the positivity, the self-love. You don't hate yourself enough for how awful of a human being you are. You're sitting here saying, man, I'm such a victim in my identity. If I just believed in myself a little bit. No. You're way, way, way worse. You're so awful. You really should start listening to the negative self-talk. Don't listen to what it says, but the direction's totally right. It's making up stuff to distract you and being like, it's because my pinky is a little askew. That's why I feel bad about myself. Yeah, that's just obviously a lie, and you're falling for it. The truth is that you're a horrible person, and the reality is that you can actually get out of this if you chose to start striving to become someone who is virtuous. But to do that would be to reject the very beings, and yes, they're beings, that are pulling you towards all this nonsense, all these illusions, all these lies. You are unfathomably awful. So turn off the flashing boxes, turn off the thoughts going through this dumb little head of yours, get rid of all the fake stories that you're making up, and get to work on trying to just do one virtuous thing at all. Oh, I don't know what that should be. Sit down for 30 seconds and just be like, God, could you show me how to be more virtuous? I'm not religious. I don't care. Just try it. It works. What you're telling me, the guy who the wind and the seas obey? Don't worry about it. You can deal with that later, okay? Just, if it's not real and it works, would you do it? Because that would be your belief, right? Just try it. Trust me, like, you're going to get a list. You're going to get a list quick of all the things that you could be doing better, and it's going to pop up. And when you do, oh boy, are those voices in your head going to get angry. They're not going to like this one bit. Good luck. Enjoy the ride, people. This is an adventure. Go on it if you will. And if you do that, and you actually apply that, what you're going to see is that it's actually much, 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 much harder. Because, like, just doing one day of one virtuous act is so immensely difficult. To just go 24 hours and doing one thing right, you realize how much of a piece of crap you are. By the way, we all are. All of us. Top to bottom. We all suck. This isn't just you. I know it felt like a you problem, because I kind of made it a you problem for persuasive effect. But it's an all of us problem. And what's crazy is on the other side of all of this, if you follow this process long enough, you may just, over a long enough period of time, become someone who's just not crappy enough to help some people in your immediate vicinity, which you've been ignoring your whole life, and instead playing pretend in your head so that you could get the feeling of being a good person without doing the work of being a good person. So good luck.